What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another classic video review. And so one of the films I've been wanting to do, I've been thinking about, this isn't it, is Lethal Weapon, but I just haven't got around to watching it again. I don't have it fresh enough in my mind to be able to just film it whenever. However, though, what Lethal Weapon was of like the 80s and 90s, or the 80s. This movie definitely took its place in the 90s as the buddy cop film, and that's Rush Hour, starring Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker. This movie is hilarious. And believe it or not, like, Chris Tucker loved doing these so much, he didn't do any movies in between 2 and 3, like, for the longest time. Those were the only ones. So, Chris Tucker plays an LAPD cop detective, and Jackie Chan plays a detective for like Hong Kong. And they're looking for the Chinese diplomat's daughter, Su Young. She gets kidnapped and taken by like the triads or something. And it happens over in America. So they call over Jackie Chan's character. Oh God, what is this? Lee. That's it, Lee. And they call him over. At first, like the American FBI, they don't want him to do anything. And so that's why they bring in Chris Tucker. He's basically just to distract him and keep him busy until they can solve the case themselves. So he meets up with Jackie Chan pretends like he can't speak English, meanwhile the whole time he can. And I'll tell you one thing. Jackie Chan in this movie does all his own stunts. I mean, it's fantastic. It's super funny. Great action too. It's a great story. But anyway, so yeah, the FBI basically shutting him out, and he really wants to find this little girl. Chris Tucker feels bad. He wants to find the little girl too. Plus, he knows that it will get him pushed up more of the totem pole, right? Eventually, they find her. They find out what's going on with this whole thing. They rescue her. They save the day. And they become, at the end of the day, they become best friends. And what more can you ask for? It's a touching, sweet film. It led to them doing a trilogy. They did 3 of them. They tried to do a TV show spin-off thing, but that just kind of like flopped. I don't know. I never watched it. I watched it for like one scene because they had the wrestler Bobby Lashley on it. And when you take away them two, I don't know. But the last one came out in like 2007, 2008, so it's been long rumored that they might do another one. It's kind of like, when though? I know the guy was a Brett Radner or whatever. He kind of got part of that cancel culture, and he was the guy who I think wrote and directed it. So we may or may not get a 4th one. I hope we do though. But it's one of those things, if you guys haven't seen Rush Hour, go check it out. If you love Lethal Weapon, 48 Hours, any of them buddy cop films, go check this out. Each film is just as good as the last, if not funnier. It gets funnier and funnier for me, I think. I do have Rush Hour 2. I will do that one eventually. I don't have 3 on VHS because I don't think it came out in VHS. So yeah, Jackie Chan's thing says the fastest hands in the East meets the biggest mouth in the West. And it kind of is. But at the same time, like I said, they make a great duo. I don't know. It's a combination you don't necessarily think would work. It works. So 1 out of 5 stars. What do I give good old Rush Hour? I got to give this a 4. It's a solid 4 for me. I'm kind of more lenient. I'm more tempted to put it higher up on the scale, but there are so many other films out there that all around is better. This is a fantastic comedy action film. Like, you got Lethal Weapon, 48 Hours, and Rush Hour. Like, those are my top 3 buddy cop films. Like, the best of the best. But anyways, guys, if you haven't seen it, go check it out. I have no clue where you'll find this online. I guarantee Amazon. But as far as a free option, I don't know.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know.
It's alright. But anyways, guys, go check this out. And I will see you again tomorrow. Goodbye.